Okay, so now let's fix his eyes. So you can see here we have his eyes placed where we want them, but we want them to fit along the curve of the sphere. So if we're only going to look at it this way, it works, but obviously we want to be able to look at it from all angles. So what we're going to do is we're going to select these objects and we're going to stretch them back like so. Gotta make sure it comes out. There we go. And let's do the same with this one. Grab this little black little pin object here and we stretch it out. And then stretch it forward to make sure it's popping out here. I want this to be a little further out too. And the same with this one, just a little further out. Okay, now I want to check something. I want to see how far this goes. I want to make sure this goes all the way back. So let's select this, and we can do that by turning it into a hole. And it looks like it only goes so far. So let's go back to color, mixed. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to ungroup it. Okay. And then I'm going to take this object, I'm going to stretch it all the way back. So there, I know that it goes all the way through. Okay. And I'm going to regroup it. Group and multicolor. Alright, and we'll do the same with this one. Ungroup, select the highlight, and we stretch that all the way back. And then we'll select this and that, and then group it and multicolor. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is we are going to create a copy of the sphere. So we're going to swap out this sphere with a high-res sphere. And I'll show you why we're going to do that. So we're going to go over here to our Tinkercad community objects, and we're going to go up to 5, 7, 8, 9, and there we go. I'm going to drag in this high-res sphere, and we're going to enlarge it. So we'll use the dial here. Try to get it close to that. Then I want to try and align it. Okay. Okay, let me just make it a little bigger. And just a little bigger. Oops. All right, that looks about right. Okay. So we're going to get rid of the old sphere. So actually, let's do that move, and then let's see how far we move it up. Up 2. Delete that. Move this down 2. Okay. Let's change the color to pink. Okay. That looks better already. Now we're going to make a copy of this. So edit. So first let's make this a solid number. So let's make this 41. Okay. And then let's pull these eyes out just a little bit. So use the right arrow key. Okay, good. And then I'm going to select this again. And I'm going to make a duplicate, edit, duplicate. Okay. And then we're going to make this 43. All right. Then we're going to slide this out. Okay. Then we're going to duplicate this, edit, duplicate, oops, undo, do it again, edit, duplicate. Okay, and then this one we're going to make down to 41. Okay, we're going to make that a hole so it's inside, and we're going to make this hollow. So we select them both, and we're going to go group. So now, oh, that's weird. Did not do that right. So let's do that again. So undo, undo, 41. So first we need to do an align. Okay. Now, just to double check, we select them both and create a hole. Okay, now it's perfectly aligned. Okay. Which is what we want. This one, the outer one, I want to, let's make it 53. Okay. Let's make sure it's aligned. And it is. It's perfectly aligned. Okay, so select them both. Oops, actually turn the outside one into a solid. Now I select them both and group. Okay, now let's scroll down and select the box hole. Okay. And we need to make this big, so let's stretch it out. Okay, now we're going to select them both, group. Oh, let's undo that. and pull this down a little further. There we go. Let's do it again. Right. So now we're going to use this as a cutting piece to cut those eyes into place. So now it's a little obviously off, so we're going to have to adjust this down. Okay. Looks pretty on. All right. So now we're going to rotate this. So let's rotate it 90 degrees. Okay, and then let's line it up. I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, so I'm going to select the body, and so we want to pay attention to how much we're going to move this up vertically. So we're moving this up so doing it about 59 millimeters. So remember that. Okay, so now make a copy of this, edit, duplicate, and then select this, the left eye, shift select that, hemisphere, and group. Okay. And that did what we wanted. So now we do the exact same thing on the other side. So select the right eye, shift select the hemisphere, and group. Okay. Now select the body and move it down -59. There we go. And we've got our eyes cut. Okay. So in the next one, we're going to put in his mouth. See you then. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe.